here, and yes, I am going to show you 20 different ways to play a triplet on a bass guitar. And for you gearheads, by the way, this is a Variac 700 modeling bass. What you should be hearing is a 2004 Fender Jazz bass. So all you jazz bass guys, is this thing sounding the way it should? Now, I think I can give you the secret for triplets, so as a bass player, as a slap bass player, you will never fear triplets again. You will understand them completely, and this is the demonstration. Do you know this rhythm? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now watch. 1. Okay? Now here's the surprise. 1. They're triplets. Okay, there's the demonstration. If you know how to play a shuffle, you know how to play triplets. As an undercurrent, a shuffle is the overarching is 1, 2, 3, 4, but every beat is a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and there's a triplet. Any guitar player who plays a shuffle has been playing triplets all the time. 20 ways to play a triplet on a bass guitar. There are 3 reasons why you choose one over another. One of them is speed. Some very quick, and some are quite slow. The next one is the sound you get. If you're working down at the bottom of the neck, you're going to get clangy. And if you're working up the neck, it's softer, and there are some cases where that's really appropriate. And the third one is the position your hands were in just before the triplet and the positions you want both hands to be in just after the triplet. Some of them restrict your movement immediately after. Okay, so number 1, the first triplet I've got is sheer unadulterated primitive brute force. You need to learn it, but I don't really recommend it, and that is just okay. You can get pretty fast. Let me see if I can do this. From Mark King. Okay, now the next one is, this is a circle of 4. I'm going to show you, and it is the standard, number 1's the standard way, and that is thump, slap, pluck. Okay, now if you can do that, then why can't you just go around the circle? So, thump, slap, pluck. Okay, slap, pluck, thump. I don't particularly care for it, but now we've got pluck, thump, slap, which is the least convenient, because if you're going to slap last, how do you keep this one quiet, right? But it can be done. And the final one is to play the first one backwards, and that is pluck, slap, thump. Reputed to be the Mark King method, because it can be quite fast if you handle it properly. Okay, that's a total of 5. Now the next one is, here's the reason why we're about to open the world to you, and that is the hammer-on. The nice thing about the hammer-on is, it is as loud as the other methods of hitting a string, so it becomes a valid member of how do I play a triplet, part of that family. So the first thing I want to show you is the same string with a thumb hit and a hammer-on. Enough said, that's a triplet. Next thing is no hands hammer, and I want to show you the one I did on the opening because it's 4 different methods, no right hand, and that's what I want to show you. Okay, so first one is a 3-fret run, and the next one is 2 on one string, 1 on the next one. So it's 1, 2, 3. So you have to pull off enough to get the open to ring. Okay, those will be covered in other ones, but I just wanted to show you how you can do an entire, that's 4 different ones all at once with no right hand. Okay, hammer-on pull-off. If you're a piano player, that is otherwise known as a triplet. Sorry, that's otherwise known as a trill. And if you put a beat on it, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next one is hammer and open. And I'll show you something like that really neat at the end. Okay, I did the 3-fret run. But I'll show you something that I kind of came up with. I don't think I developed, I invented it, I just found it, and that is and that's kind of a nice one. All right, I got a list on the wall here. One of my favorites is 2 strings with a pluck and a hammer and a pluck. Very fast. 2 strings with a hammer on the bottom and a pluck on the top. And you can even put your finger across. Now, I try very hard to double thumb, not very good at it, but if you can double thumb, you can triple thumb. Okay, next one, Tony Howard. If you look him up on YouTube, he is a bass player from the Motown days, and he does something he calls a thumb rake and a reverse rake, and it's just this and backwards. I find that's easier to do if I use my fingers. Next, one of my all-time favorites, all on 1 string and a thumb and 2 plucks, and I want to put it in perspective for you. You know Mark Miller's Run for Cover, and it starts this way, Marcus Miller, that is. That's a triplet followed by 1 note. So why not do this? So this one you can do all night long. It's so fast. It's all on 1 string. It's a thumb and 2 plucks. Now this next one, interesting, got 3 ways to play it, and that is hammer first, and then thumb and pluck if you want, although you can hear me hitting other strings even though I try not to. Or hammer and 2 plucks. Or hammer, pluck, and thumb. Now I want to show you something that comes from a song, from an actual song, and what the guy's trying to do is this. However, there's another nice way to do it, and that is this. So remember that one. That's really neat as well. Now I got 3 others to show you very, very quickly. And the first one is the open space, which is really easy. I've already shown it to you. Why? If you can do this, then all you can do is this. And that's a shuffle, but it's also a broken up triplet, and that has 3 ways to be done too, of course. You leave out the first, the second, or the third, and it's got really nice effects on it. Next one is harmonics. Don't forget them. And lastly, I like this one. I can't do it very well, but I want to show it to you. I have in the past suggested you take a look at MOATOH playing Mark Miller's Run for Cover. It's right here on YouTube. And he does a triplet tap in there, which is very nice, and I will try to do it. That's it. You watch him do it like lightning, and you think, I can never do that as long as I live, and this is all it is. And that's the demonstration for today. I hope you can see how excited I am about this. It's one of my joys in life to learn. And I have to tell you, 50 years on guitar, 3 years on bass, and I only realized this morning, just before we started taping, that a shuffle is all triplets. So to me, it was a tremendous discovery, and I hope it is for you too. Thanks for joining me. Got a lot more coming. If you got an account, please subscribe. So long.